What does it mean in modern terms to be paid to exist, where you actually get financial income or a level of wealth merely by being you? Welcome back to Amplify the Podcast. We have a great episode for everyone today. How do you get to be paid to exist? Now, that title may have you thinking something very different to what we're going to talk about. However, I'm going to bring some etymology into it. So, the word paid, actually, let's talk about what etymology is, because I haven't talked about that on this podcast. So, etymology is actually the origin of a word. So, when the dictionary was first made, what happened is people from all over the world collected data as to what particular words meant, sent them in, and then the original dictionary was formed. So, we're looking at the original energetics of a word. So, when we look at the words paid to exist, the word paid means fully satisfied. So it's not talking about money, actually talking about being fully satisfied. And then existing, funnily enough, is also being satisfied with where you are in a particular period of time. So fully satisfied in the moment is what paid to exist means. I never knew that. Neither did I until today, because I looked it up. So I was like, I'm interested in the etymology before we record this episode. And so when we start looking at that, what does it mean in modern terms to be paid to exist, where you actually get financial income or a level of wealth merely by being you? And there are so many ways we could take this podcast.
Oh my God, I just had like 100 drop in.
Like we could talk about personal brand versus business brand. We could talk about the rise of AI and how to be authentic in a world full of AI. We can talk about different questions that people have asked us. Like there are a lot of our audience that are like, I want to be like you. I want to get paid to exist. And I think some people out there are probably thinking, what do you mean? Get paid to just sit on the couch and watch Netflix? No,
not quite.
That is definitely far from what we're talking about. It's about getting in alignment and in authenticity with who you are and what you want out of life. That work ceases to exist.
Yes.
And there's just life. And in that life, you are also capable of making an income.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel as though like the pay to exist thing, we throw it around a little bit in the room because we genuinely feel that that's what we've landed in.
Yes.
And so I absolutely can get like our audience and people that are in our world being like, oh my God, I want that. Like I want that feeling. And so I'm really glad we're doing this podcast because I'm really excited to bring more clarity to what that actually is for us, and what it feels like and what it looks like and what it sounds like for us. And when you were talking just before and you said that it's that, like, how can you be the most you and be satisfied with that?
Yes.
I feel like that's the starting point. So
it's actually the key.
Yeah. So many people that we work with, so many people that come into our world, like it's the identity piece that they're missing. And both of us have done so much like internal digging to figure out what little, like, and search in every little pocket of our personality, like what are the little hidden treasures in here? What makes me me?
I remember a long time ago when I was studying embryology, I found a statistic that said there's a 1 in 375 million chance that your genetics have created you the way you are.
Yeah, it's phenomenal.
Right? Like you are such a unique individual. And when I think about that, what is it about you that makes you more of you? Then it's literally you're already unique. You already have that piece. What you perhaps don't have is the mindset to actualize that.
Yes.
Right? So everyone is unique in their own right. Everyone has the ingredients to get paid to exist. It's just about, are you willing to do that deep digging that you were talking about? Are you willing to take off the masks?
Yeah.
And then each time you take off a mask, oh, there's another mask. Oh, there's another mask. Okay, who am I really authentically at my core? Which in some ways comes down to what are my values?
Yes.
What's important to me? What are my values? What are my standards? What are my non-negotiables? What am I willing to accept? What will I absolutely never accept? And that in itself makes you polarizing.
Yes.
right? When you're truly yourself, there are things that you do not accept in life. And though, like, talking into that lack of acceptance or the acceptance of other things is what polarizes you in a marketplace.
Yeah.
And when we're talking about polarization, a lot of people are like, I just want everyone to like me, so they'll pay me. People don't pay you because they like you. People pay you because they love you.
Yeah.
And they want to be you. And so if you're not polarizing them to either leave or to absolutely love you, then we have a problem, right? And so how do you dig down so deep that you're so comfortable with who you are in every iteration of you? Because I think when we talk about being paid to exist, we have to recognize that we are never going to be stagnant beings. Something is always moving and changing. Our attitudes, our ideas, the way that we think is always being challenged. As we grow and change, new things happen.
Yeah.
Right. So one of the things when we were talking about developing this particular podcast out, we went, what does that really mean to be paid to exist? And I said, oh, it probably means freedom to some people. And your comment back to me was, well, we don't really do freedom. And the reason we don't do freedom is if you want to have a business, there's a level of lack of freedom that you have to be willing to accept, because you have to manage clients, you have to manage people, you have to manage certain things. And that in its own definition is different from freedom. However, when we talk about being paid to exist and that level of freedom, it's actually the freedom within ourselves to choose the life that we love.
Choice.
Yeah, to recognize that we have choice, to recognize that it doesn't matter what society, our family, the system, it doesn't matter what any one of those people says. We have the choice. The ultimate choice is with us. And in some ways, that's what freedom is. And that's how you get paid to exist, because you choose who you are and then live your life accordingly.
Yeah, literally. And I feel as though it's the like every day you choose it. Like it's not I choose it, yay, and now it's all going to fall in place. It's like, tick, you choose it when you're faced with challenges. You choose it when people disagree with you. You choose it when like clients disagree with you.
Choose it when you have no time. You choose it when you have lots of time.
Yes.
It's a never-ending choice to choose that. And one of the things I said to our Amplify clients yesterday on their group call was, there's always another choice.
Yeah.
Right? So you can choose in every moment. However, what I said to them is that their businesses are like their baby, and the personal choices that they make need to actually feed in to the choices that they're making around their business. And how do they get to parent that business to grow it up so that it can be self-sufficient?
Yeah.
And effectively running without them, where the owner of the business gets to be on the business rather than in the business, which creates a level of freedom, which allows us to say things like, we actually get paid to exist.
Yeah. And I feel like there's lots of different ways that we can look at it as well. And like, that's one brilliant way. Like another way is that, like, I know that I can say wholeheartedly, and I'm going to assume that you can too, is that we would be doing this whether we were paid or not. Like, we freaking love people. We love helping people. So it's that ability where, like, clients, and we literally said this to a client this morning, clients that come into our world are people that we would genuinely want to hang out with. Like, we enjoy them. There's a values alignment. And so sitting down and helping them, assisting them, like increasing their awareness, like showing them a different perspective, giving them advice, like all of that we'd be doing anyway.
And these are the things that light us up.
Yes.
Right. So this is actually what inspires us. It inspires us to see someone do what they say they're going to do. It inspires us to see someone impact others. It inspires us to see someone go from confused to clarity. It inspires us to see someone go from unmotivated to motivated. Like all those beautiful changes we love to see, and we did it first ourselves.
Yeah, and I think that's the magic piece. And it's why we can say we're paid to exist, because when you've gone through those transitions yourself and you're like I wholeheartedly have the belief that every single person can be successful.
Absolutely.
That every single person can access these levels of wealth and abundance and impact and freaking purpose.
Yeah.
If they choose it. And it's that ability to go, okay, how do we just get more and more people to recognize that they have that ability to choose that?
Yes. And the choice isn't free.
Never is.
And I think this is the key with being paid to exist. The choice comes with a price. And the question is that a price I'm willing to pay to secure the freedom that I have in my mind?
Yeah.
Because really when we're talking about freedom, we're talking about mental freedom. There's no more anguish about where the next dollar is coming from. There's no more worry about whether what you say is heard or not. You get to a point where it's like, yes, people are listening to me because I've chosen to influence myself, and that allows me to influence others.
Yeah.
So where is it that you can have that freedom in your mind by being completely true to your word? Right? There's certain things that come with standards. And one of them is if you say you're going to do it, because that will give you some freedom.
God, it will also give you this like beautiful feeling of just self-appreciation.
It gives you a reference point for success.
Yeah.
Like, and this is something you see when you see people who first come into our training rooms that are just starting to learn about really deep mindset work.
Yeah.
And they say, oh, yeah, I'll be here on time tomorrow. And then they don't come on time. And there's a level of heartbreak that happens inside me when they say that, because it's like you just stopped yourself having the evidence that you can do this.
Yeah, everything is stacking evidence. Like if we want to talk about how do people get to that point where they're able to be paid to exist, it's about going, okay, this is who I'm choosing to be, and I'm choosing it every single day. We've gone over that. And then it's how can I actually stay true to my word? How can I actually be integral to my values and what I'm saying that I am? How do I create that picture and then live by that picture? Like a task we often give to our high-level clients is, okay, great, you're moving through this particular transition.
Yep.
What does the next level of you look like, sound like, feel like? But then you got to actually be that person.
You've got to color in your life to match the drawing.
Okay, great. So what I would love to know, because I feel like if you're listening to this, it could be really easy to go paid to exist equals entitlement or passiveness.
Yeah, you're either sitting on the couch watching Netflix and getting paid,
or there's that sense of entitlement of, I should just be getting paid because I exist. And neither of those things are true.
No.
So how do we kind of like debunk that?
Okay, so I think that there's, like, when we look at existence about being satisfied,
Yeah.
that's very different from sitting around doing nothing, and it's very different from entitlement.
Yes, and if we look at like being satisfied as well, I think the natural like human state is to grow and change and develop, and there to be progression, right?
Yeah, so there's going to be levels of dissatisfaction that then you change, and there's a satisfaction, then there's dissatisfaction. So it's an ongoing cyclical thing.
Yes.
So I think when we look at it from that perspective, there's hard work. And when I say hard work, I want to clarify hard as valuable.
Yes.
So there's valuable work that we do that is valuable and meaningful to us. And the value and meaning that we give to the work that we do allows others to give the same value and meaning to it.
So by highly valuing ourselves, that's then able to be mirrored in our external, which is essentially what we're saying, right? It's like we have a really high value of ourselves, and therefore that's mirrored to us in like the opportunities that arise for us, in the level of clients that we're able to assist, and then we get paid to exist.
Yeah, and that value, I just want to clarify the word value as well, because I think people say, oh, we put a value on ourselves and that's what we charge, and therefore we're this. So that's not really true either. It's what we value, we hold ourselves accountable to.
Yes.
And because we hold ourselves accountable to the things that we value, we are then meaningful and valuable to others, which then allows us to be paid to exist the way that we are.
It's so great. And like my efficient brain just goes, guys, just get an integrity.
Yeah, just be in integrity and you get paid to exist. But actually what it is, it's being at one with your values. Doing what you say you're going to do. So being impeccable with your word.
Yeah, love it.
Being in integrity, utilizing discernment, holding the values that are good for you, true to you, so that people can feel safe with you.
Yeah.
When I see people out there that are consistently changing what they do.
Yeah.
Right? 1 minute they're this, the next minute they're that. There's no safety in that for a client.
Yeah.
Safety comes from you being so certain of who you are and what you do, and continuing to show up in authenticity as you change and grow. So recognizing that authenticity is not a stagnant thing. it's actually something that grows and changes with you. If you can stay true to yourself and not put on masks and not create any kind of drama around the change and actually just go with it and keep showing up the way you want to be seen, keep showing up as the best version of you in every moment, then you will become valuable to other people.
Yeah, absolutely. And even when you're speaking just then, I'm like, it is really the beautiful integration point of the masculine and feminine. It's like, can you have that masculine approach that is so directed and you're like, I know who I am and I also know where I'm going and I know what's next. I know this next level for myself. And I'm in this feminine just flow. Yeah. And I'm in this feminine flow and I can just like allow myself to surrender to what wants to happen in order for me to get there. And it's this beautiful trust and certainty that you're constantly co-creating with the universe, that everything's working out in your favor, that you're going to continue to be impeccable with your words, that you're going to continue to be integrity with yourself.
Yeah.
And then it all works out.
Because here's the thing. If you want to get paid to exist, you actually have to pay yourself first. And we often say this to our clients, right? You have to pay in full in advance the version of you that you want to show up at.
There is no afterpay for success.
No afterpay for success. And so you need to value yourself first. And the way that you can learn to value yourself is not by paying yourself out of the business. It's not by giving yourself a little treat of self-care. You pay yourself through the way that you show up in the world every day.
Yeah.
Your integrity, your discipline, your commitment, your consistency, those are the metrics by which your success will be measured, and your success will be measured and then valued accordingly.
Yeah.
And the valuation that people put on those metrics is how you can become paid to exist.
Yeah. So I think the key thing for anybody listening to this is, how can you raise your standards?
Yes.
First of all, like, can you sit down and gather the self-awareness around where your standards currently are and how can you raise them in all areas? Like, it's so important in every single area of your life. How can you be better? How can you do better? Like, how can you show up more? How can you add more value? How can you be more you in whatever that looks like for you? And something we say to our clients a lot is like, our goal isn't to influence you to be like us. Like, we want to influence you to be like you. Like, how can we help you draw out your brilliance to bring forward your greatness so that you can feel fulfilled in your success?
In other words, what is the full expression of your identity?
Yeah.
The absolute full expression of your identity. And once you've found that, you'll live through it so wholeheartedly that that will become valuable to people. And then you get paid to exist.
It's great.
I have no idea what the time is.
Okay. Yay, done.